Hello, everyone. My name is Olenos, and I'm back. I guess I'm casting. I guess this is called casting. Some Brood War, Lotrish. Just, you know, pretty chill stuff, you know. Oh yeah, that's right. We're playing Heroes of Bnet right now, which is an 8-man map where it's a full house. You can check out the players here. I am the green player. Zhang Yi is light blue. Iser is white. Not an Alien is black. On the minimap it's pretty hard to differentiate, but when the screen is over it's fine. Eladin is tan. Chan is brown. Murdoch is orange, and Stonified is yellow. So here I am. Now it's kind of funny because all of the heroes, or most of the heroes, are all named after players. Your orbs are called Blizzard, which is kind of funny. There's a lot of silliness to a lot of things. It's kind of funny, like slash kick or slash ban air. I thought the shuttle name was the most creative at slash join. But yeah, so really interesting map, honestly. So this game doesn't really truly get started for a couple minutes because I think everyone's trying to figure it out and explore everywhere. One exception being light blue, I suppose, because he actually kind of knows what's going on. He's just using his carrier to clear out spores so he can get a West Fortress fairly easily. Now I can imagine it's actually really hard for him to fight against Haru. He also gets a nice carrier. He only gets 2 interceptors, but really good damage on those interceptors. Ooh, he gets Jimmy BC? I don't know what else he gets, honestly. I don't think that was... yeah. Oh, and the funny part is, like, this is US East represented. So Leonardo, Heben, Hitman, Karma, Michelangelo, East Gateway. I mean, these are all just basically the guys who play on East, which is where I play. There's probably 24 of us right now that have been playing over the last probably week or so, which is really healthy number, honestly. Like, we're getting games where like we couldn't fit everyone in, which is both a good and a bad thing. You know, it's kind of bittersweet, I suppose. Regardless, definitely an interesting map. I had a lot of fun with it. This comment's funny. Oh my god. Stony just talking shit. That's funny. People don't take this too seriously. At least I don't think, anyway. Yeah, so I stasis my own scout, which I just wanted to save some hull on him. I'm trying to protect him from that. I also have my own shuttle over here. I dropped my DT over there. You'll see that in about a minute. Not 100% sure, honestly, how a lot of these ops are supposed to go down. Sorry, I missed that, you know, that's my beat. So this is my ARB and my Sarah that are statted here. Earlier in the game I tried going for this with my Goon and Darkswarm. I just recalled him over here because I wanted to try for it again. But I was being pretty cautious because I was worried about potentially losing my ARB here. That would have been really bad, obviously. Didn't end up really being that much of an issue. So, ended up working out alright. So here's the shuttle. It's pretty hard for him to react. I'm surprised he hasn't really moved his Sarahs like at all. The problem is this base is actually really quite tanky, and Battlefield doesn't hit that hard. So he actually gets out with 94 health, which is not a lot of health, as you can imagine. And then he actually goes for my Moria, Lord's Gondor. So once he gets this Lurker burrowed, it's almost impossible to stop. I believe you can de-weapon. I don't know that for sure. The perhaps fortunate part of our teammate, well, my teammate over here going AFK is the fact that now Light Blue is free to just basically harass me with impudence. So I actually recalled my Ultra because I have an Ultra that doesn't do anything, and they're looking to decreep all these spores and spines, which obviously that's not conducive to winning, i.e. losing all of your bases, or buildings rather. Tends to not do too well. I actually run my ARB over here because there's 2 ARBs, 2 scouts, and a PC just sitting there. Apparently not an alien need to refill his alcohol. So I believe they head over here. Yeah, they just kind of recall strike. This guy hits hard, man. I'm a little jelly of that blue scout. My scout was not nearly that good. I mean, he wasn't bad, but I don't know. So I ended up taking some hull on Eastern for the attempt on this kill, but I don't actually get it. It's 1 shot away from dying, but I never actually finish it, which makes me sad. For some reason he targets down the spores, which I can't really agree with. But I mean, it doesn't ultimately really matter. So I actually sent him over to there. Arguably could have kept the scout there for a little bit longer. Doesn't really matter, honestly. So now my main is vulnerable, and I have Gissus. So I have my main and Gissus, and that's about it. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, Yellow's trying to pressure this. He kills that. So that's actually really interesting. So it's 1 ARB shot plus 3 Jimmy BC shots, which actually makes some pretty efficient clearing of bases. Kind of unfortunate that D-Web doesn't hit either of them, I believe. No, that's not that one. Okay. And then he gets statted, so. Yeah. So now Visor over here is able to kind of decreep me a little bit. Which is fairly unfortunate for me, because stopping that kind of sucks, but he does back off for now. Oh, that's an interesting place to put that. Galliano kills this base. Pretty simple op. Galliano is beefy as hell, to say the least. I mean, look at those stats. Yeah, so, and then I go for a offensive stasis here. I take a little bit of hull on that, not that big a deal. So it's really hard for him to stop that. I'm gonna shoot his medic because I'm a dick, but you know. Oh, and Stony got wrecked. Let me replay that. Oof. Sorry guys, I'm not a good enough caster to really pay attention to everything, you know what I'm saying? Pretty hard to do, honestly, with 8 players, and they're all kind of doing their own thing. Getting there. Okay, so he's over here. The perhaps ironic part is they're both missing. And then they both hit. So there goes his main. Now if he had Amdir here, all of that shit would have died. Well, he loses an ARB, but he kills the base. So Stoney's out of the game. So now it's 4v3. I guess nobody expected Stoney to die that quickly, I suppose, but I don't know. Paladin kind of put the hurt on him. He lost a few bases in return as well, but clearly knows what he's doing with these dual BCs. As for right now, we're gonna lose for a while. Nobody really pressures him that hard. I believe, yeah, we go after white because it's not that he's exposed, but he is kind of, well, right now he is definitely the least powerful, I'll say. So fairly easy op here. Well placed D-webs there. I believe that's an air spawn. I don't actually know though. And so even with that percent dodge chance or hit chance or whatever, the base is really hard to defend, honestly. It is repairable, and it is, you know, kind of shaded by those trees, so it gives him, I believe it's 70% chance. It depends on the doodad, honestly. Kind of, it's not random, but it is kind of hard to say for sure. This guy brings 3 freaking transports, and kills my main because I didn't even realize that it was vulnerable, or rather vulnerable, I should say. I've never actually played this game, or this faction before, I should say. So now I'm down to my main, and the West Fortress protecting my south is now dead, so I'm kind of under a lot of pressure here. Now the dual hitman even maneuver almost works. The problem is this guy hits for a lot of damage versus them. It is full damage, but so, you know, he's getting hit for full damage. Really hard to stop that. Either way, though, because dual High Templars are each hitting for about 2k and each have about, you know, 15,000 health. Not easy. Yeah, that was yours truly on the West Fortress kill. Proud father, I guess. Huh. I guess it doesn't destroy these, but it switches their control. Girlfriends in monitor. That's a good name. Well, yeah, then he finally loses this, right? Like, God. It took 3 ups to finally kill it. So I believe he's now onto his main because my DT finished that off later on. Why is it still invulnerable? Maybe it just has a lot of health. I actually don't know. It may be that one of his heroes has to die before he can lose that. I don't know though. Oh, I just had to sneeze, but we're good. So we're gonna kind of speed this up a little bit. We're gonna keep an eye on white. Also, Eladin, I believe, starts pressuring light blue. Yeah, because he can, basically. And he's up here. He's actually recall striking my base because he can. Honestly, between Amoeba and Lord's Gondor, you just keep Lord's Gondor burrowed nearby, and he will really mess up anyone. Like, basically, Darkstorm is very ineffective against him. Don't know what that ping was for, honestly. Maybe for obs or something like that. So now I'm over here. I'm just recall striking. I want to kind of clear the defenses over to Asia, which I mean, that base is super tanky, right? It's pretty hard to get it with a melee hero because there's enough photons hitting you where you don't really have that. You don't have the DPS generally to kill it before an unswarmed hero will kill it. He's also conveniently placed his mass, that way you can't really get it from this end. Not that either one is a better option in this scenario anyway. The perhaps ironic part is he recalls these guys away with the expectation that I'm actually paying attention. The reality is I'm over here doing a, you know, kind of my own, well, fending off these two people. I now have both my ARBs statted and both my air heroes, so I have Eastern Braid kind of pseudo defending me. So Gandalf is pissed, man. Oh. Look at that DPS, man. He's pretty lucky that orange got in there. So that's that. I don't know who killed that. Couldn't tell you. Pretty undefended base, honestly. Not that hard enough. It was probably Michelangelo. Yeah. Defeated Chun Wei. I believe that's his Marine. Yeah, I don't know where it died. Sorry, but that was his Jimmy Marine. Really good hero, honestly. Still no hull damage on QSSM. I think it's kind of hilarious, but there's about 4 or 5 less turrets defending Asia. Still probably have to clear this one, and then you can probably deweb these, the remainder of these, and then like deweb the base, deweb that, and you'll get it probably no issue. Yeah, I mean 725 a shot, that's nothing to sneeze at. So yeah, I mean they're trying to finish me off. I mean I really only have this. There was one base left, right? It's pretty damn exposed. I know they're there. I have both my ARBs here, so kind of penetrating that defense is actually really quite difficult. I actually get the stat off on light blue. So you know people are not committing mass to these fights. Of course, Galliano finishes that base. So now it is 2 versus 4. Making it probably GG. That's probably a safe bet, I guess. This one Hydra is still shooting in space for about 0 damage. He's now unstatted and hasn't really moved, which I think is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I restat him because I was really nervous about him offensively stasising me. And then between that and the scout and the 2 Corsairs, there's no way I would have been able to stop that. Now I actually offensive stasis him over here, so now both of his arbiters are stasis. So I actually end up eating a lot of shots there. But because he brought that 1 Corsair back, he can now de-web me. Now the thing with de-web is you want to get it right in the center as much as possible. Now I can't shoot now, so I actually try and move down here, but then I end up moving up here and I still have range to get it. So then he brings his fire bat over here, pulls me quite a bit, but the issue is like he just doesn't have the damage because he's a fire bat, so it's just like he hits me for not a whole lot, to say the least. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I believe they GG out. He leaves, and then it's RM time. Anyway, that'll be it.